today I might be putting the engine and transmission back in the 240 finally after so long. As you can tell, I got the intake manifold on, I got the exhaust manifold on. I got the timing all done. It's no longer dirty. You can actually see some silver there. I cleaned it as best as I could. Changed the oil pan also. Oil pan gasket, not oil pan. The only thing I need to do is connect some coolant lines, but I'm gonna wait to do that until the engine's actually in the car, just because that's gonna be easier to navigate where everything is. Oh yeah, and then as far as like the EGR delete, we did all that stuff. We plugged this up. All we did was cut the tube, weld the nut on it. It's pretty simple. Over here, same thing. We used the old plate because I didn't want to buy the other one. Cut a tube, or not cut a tube. This one we just started a bolt in there and then welded it on. And then I'm still gonna tap this up right here. Got rid of the spider webs back here so it's nice and clean. Obviously still need to hook up the transmission. Transmission is sitting right there in the dark. But yeah, transmission is gonna be hooked up real quick. After it's hooked up, put in the car, I'm gonna put the drive line on, wiring harness, like just do the plugs, coolant lines, radiator, fan, and the fuel system. So hopefully, oh, and distributor. I should be done by today. Hopefully, I'm not too sure. I'm planning on it. The thing is, we found out why I had so much fuel on the oil pan. This injector right here was our issue. The other three are good. I don't know if you can tell, but the gasket isn't, or the seal, not the gasket, the seal over there isn't seated right. And when I took it out, it was missing this green seal right here. I don't know if that had much to do with it or not, but it was probably pouring too much gas. And I was reading that when a fuel injector is pouring out too much gas, that's what happens, and it goes straight to your oil pan and it thins out the oil. That's probably why my engine goofed up on me. I'm not too sure. I'm hoping that was what caused it to goof up on me. But the place that I was gonna go take the injectors to clean all of them, because I was gonna have them rebuild all the 4 injectors. They're closed today, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. But I'm still gonna finish everything else. Injectors are just gonna be the last thing I do, so probably tomorrow or something. I'm gonna go take these down, put the injectors in, or give them the injectors so they can clean it. They've said they'll do it in 2 hours, and then put the injectors back in, hook up the fuel lines, and then hopefully the car starts up. I'm not expecting it to start up on the first turn, like on the cranking it for the first time. We probably forgot a few things. Hopefully it's nothing major. Hopefully I'm able to fix it or do something about it. Yeah, as of right now, I'm gonna wait for Zane real quick, and then when Zane gets here, we're just gonna put the transmission on. After we put the transmission on, I'll come back to you guys and tell you what we're gonna do. We're probably just gonna slam the motor inside the car. Not slam it, you know, put it in there. Hopefully everything works out. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys as soon as I have the transmission on. Alright, tranny hooked up to the engine. Next step we're gonna do is put it inside the car. Hopefully that goes easy. We're gonna go ahead and put it in. Hopefully everything goes well. Done, dude. Tell him, bro. Yo, we got it pretty much all the way done. All we need to do is put oil in it and crank it over.
We got a couple more things. We're just trying to crank it over right now and be stupid about it, but
we want to see if it cranks and if we did everything correctly, which we're hoping we did. We're pretty sure we did. Other than oil, I just need to crank it.
Oil, we got, I know for damn sure we got a couple more plugs somewhere.
Yeah.
We got this one right here, I can see already. Which that might be for the emissions, but I'm not sure.
It looks like it. We're going to do that, and then we're going to start crank it over and hope it cranks at least. Alright, moment of truth. That's good enough.
Do it! Do it! I think she's good. I think she's good.
Oh, this is good!
I think she's good.
Oh, baby!
We're getting this thing running fast.
Oh, that's awesome. Alright, so we just got to do the fuel, and that's it. That's it, bro. That's it. Alright, I'm going to turn off the camera, and then we're going to try to do a few more things, tying up, bolt check real quick, drive shaft, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so this is like another day because we didn't have time. We ran out of time when I was putting the engine back in. I don't know if we told you, but we had a problem with the fuel system. The fuel pump wasn't turning on, and we had no idea why. And me and Zane were checking everything. We checked all the wires. We got a voltmeter out. We went to the fuel pump, checked if it was reading, if it was getting any sort of electrical current. And was it? Oh no. No, nothing. And we were sitting here. This is like the 3rd day. We're like, why is the fuel pump turning on? Maybe the fuel pump's bad. We even thought it was a relay. Checked the relays. Relays were fine. Yeah. It is the smallest thing. You have no idea how important it is to check your grounds. Always check. I still haven't started yet because there's some line that I totally forgot that I broke off and I didn't replace it. So when we did prime it, a whole bunch of fuel just spilled out, which is fine, you know, because I wasn't gonna start the car. I just checked and see if the fuel pump was priming. And it is now, so we're gonna take the upper plenum off from the intake manifold and replace that line. And then after that, I should start the car. I already got the driveline in, already got the gear oil in. Everything's in there. Oil.
Everything is ready except the clutch needs to be bled. And
oh yeah,
coolant.
clutch and coolant. That is it.
Well, the clutch line needs to be connected too.
That's it. After that, the car should be good to go and fire right up, hopefully.
It's gonna fire right up, probably run like shit because it still needs.
Oh yeah.
Ignition timing still needs to be done, which
Yeah.
is fine. But it will. Cross my fingers, it's gonna fire right up.
Yeah. Okay, once again, another day. Injectors were bad, and way to go, Zane. All right, I lost an or I didn't lose an injector. I had a really bad injector. I went to go get it replaced. They rebuilt all the injectors, so now it's fine. So hopefully now it cranks.
It's gonna crank.
I mean, it's gonna crank. Hopefully now it starts.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm excited.
Ready? Right up. It's good. I hear fuel. Oh.
Battery's dying. Alright guys, terrible news about the car. It's good and bad news. Well, it's terrible news actually in general. So the car still wouldn't start after I changed out the fuel injectors, and I was like, what the heck, what could it be? I was getting fuel, I was getting air, I was getting spark at the coil, but I wasn't getting spark on the wire, so I was like, I don't know what it could be. So I switched out my coil with Zane's coil to see what would happen. I don't know why we did that, we just did. Still didn't fix my issue. And then we switched the distributor from my car to his car because I thought maybe my distributor's bad. That still didn't work, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what it could be. And then I put Zane's distributor back in his car, and then his car wouldn't turn on. And I was like, oh crap, I messed up Zane's car. It turns out we just didn't have the distributor lined up. After I lined up the distributor on his car started up. I did the same thing on my car, and voila, that fixed it. My car started right up. But the problem is, I don't want to film it starting up just because it's knocking really bad. Like, so the block is destroyed. It's not destroyed. The block just needs to be rebuilt. So I spent all that time building the head, rebuilding the head when I should have been rebuilding the block. So I mean, whatever, things happen. I'm probably gonna start another series now of building the block. Kind of sucks, but so be it. It'll be nice because then I'll learn even more about the motor. Pretty sure I spun a bearing or something. It's just knocking really bad. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to pull the motor out again, take it out as a bare block, and see what I went wrong. Maybe one of the rods are bad, or the bearings, I spun a bearing, or who knows what, but I'll figure it out. I'll be taking out the motor again. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.